What are atoms? Atoms are make up everything in the world. Element made up only one type of atom. Each element has specific, unique atoms. All atoms are neutral, meaning that they have no overall charge. So, in atom we have the nucleus. Nucleus is the center of the atom. It is where all of the mass of the atom is contained. And in nucleus, we can form proton, neutron, and electron. How about proton? Proton is positively charged subatomic particle. They can be found in the nucleus and have a relative weight of 1. And neutrons is a neutral charge. It means they have no charge and they can be found in the nucleus. Also have a relative weight of 1. And electrons are negatively charged subatomic particles. They are located in shells or energy level around the nucleus. So, electrons have relative weight of 0 because their weight is negligible. Electron equals to proton and proton is equal to electron. So, if you see in periodic table, such as hydrogen have 1 proton. So, it means also hydrogen have 1 electron. So next, what is isotope? Isotope are atoms of the same element, such as this example hydrogen of neutron. For example, hydrogen has 3 isotopes in the same number of proton and electron but different number of neutron. Okay, so as we can see the atomic mass here, for the example I can give is the nitrogen and silicon. At here we can see the atom number or proton number, and here we can see the mass. So the mass for the silicon is 28.086. What is relative atomic mass? Atomic mass is the mass that we see in periodic table. So for example, how we can find relative atomic mass is here 1 proton of hydrogen, 2 proton of hydrogen, and 3 proton of hydrogen. So the mass we get here is given 1.008 for 1 proton of hydrogen, and we get 2.014 atomic mass unit for 2 hydrogen and 3.016 for 3 hydrogen. So the percentage given here for 1 proton of hydrogen, 99.986%, and for the 2 hydrogen we get 0.014%, and for the 3 proton of hydrogen we get 0.0001%. So how to calculate it? For relative atomic mass we get is the percentage times with the atomic mass given and plus the percentage for the another, such as this hydrogen and for the other hydrogen. So we need to plus with 0.014% times with the atomic mass is 2.014 atomic mass unit, and so on. We need to calculate all of this. After that, we need to divide by 100 because this is in percent. Here we get in percentage, so we need to divide by 100, and after we calculate it we get 1.008. That's why if you see in periodic table, the hydrogen atomic mass will get 1.008. So that's all.
Hi, my name is Nur Alina Nadia. Today I want to present about empirical formula and molecular formula. As we know, empirical formula is a formula that gives the whole simple ratio of an atom in a compound. Okay, next I want to explain about 4 steps for determining an empirical formula. So firstly, we need to start the number of gram of each element. Secondly, we need to convert to the mass of each element to the mole. And thirdly, we need to divide each mole value by the smallest number of mole. And fourthly, we need to round to the nearest whole number. Okay, next, I want to present about what is molecular formula. As we know, molecular formula is a formula that shows how many atoms or ion of each element to make the compound. Once the empirical formula is found, the molecular formula for a compound can be determined if molar mass of the compound is found. Okay, next, I want to explain about 3 steps in determining molecular formula. Firstly, we need to simplify to calculate the mass of empirical formula. Okay, secondly, we need to divide the molar mass, the compound, by the mass of empirical formula to the ratio. And thirdly, we need to subtract the ratio to find the molecular formula.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Anas bin Nasir. My metric number is 2024690778. So, my part for the presentation is mole concept. So, as you guys can see, the slide shows definition of mole concept. So, as you guys know, mole concept is known as the method used to express the amount of substance. A mole is defined as the amount of substance containing the same number of different entities, such as atoms, ions, and molecules. So you guys can see on my slide shows diagram triangle concept mole to calculate all the mole concept equation. So let's we move to the calculation. Step for determine molar mass. So I will show you guys step by step on how to determine molar mass. So the first thing first, we must to identify the chemical formula. So as the question given, H2O and NaCl. So second step is list the element in the formula. H2O equal to 2HNO and NaCl equal to NaNCl. We must to spread all the element into the single atom. So the third step is find the atomic mass of element. Refer to the atomic mass schedule. So as I refer the atomic mass schedule, I got the value of all the element, which is O equal to 16.00 gram per mole, H equal to 1.008 gram per mole, and A equal to 22.99 gram per mole, Cl equal to 35.45 gram per mole. So the fourth step is multiply the atomic mass by the subscript and add the mass contribution. So we must to multiply all of the element that has more than 1 mole atom. So H2O equal to 2 multiply 1.08 gram per mole plus 16.00 gram per mole, and the final answer is 18.016 gram per mole. And HCl equal to 22.99 gram per mole plus 35.45 gram per mole equal to 158.44 gram per mole. So that's it. For determine number of mole. So I will show you guys step by step to determine number of mole. So first thing first, we must to read the question. Find the number of mole of H2 in 10 gram of H2. Second step, we must to list out the information given from the question. Like given mass of H2 is 10 gram. Molar mass of H2, as we know, we must to refer to the atomic mass schedule. For the H is 1. So we must to multiply 2 because hydrogen has 2 atoms. So H2 equal to 2 multiply 1. So H2 equal to 2 gram per mole. So the third step is the formula to find the number of mole is mass over molar mass. So mass over molar mass equal to 10 gram over 2 gram per mole. So we got the final answer is 5 mole. So the final decision for the number of mole H2 is in 10 gram is 5 mole. So that's it from me, Muhammad Anas bin Nasir. So see you when I see you. Bye bye.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Nur Amalina Amni binti Muhammad Nasir, and today I will be talking about my part, which is present composition. So what is present composition? Present composition is the percentage of an element in each compound by mass. It's a way to express the composition of a compound in terms of all the elements it contains. So how do we determine the percent composition of an element in a compound? We can find the percent composition of an element by using the formula molar mass of an element divided by the molar mass of the compound times 100%. But to use this formula, we must first determine the molar mass of all the elements in the compound in grams per mole and also the molar mass of the entire compound. For example, to determine the percent composition of each element in water, H2O, we must first determine the molar mass of each compound, which is hydrogen and oxygen. Once we have calculated the molar mass of hydrogen and oxygen, we can add up the two to determine the molar mass of the entire compound. Once we've plugged in the values for H2 into the formula, we will get 2 over 18 times 100%, which is equal to 11.11%. 11.11% is the percent composition of H2 in the compound. When we plug in the values of O in the same formula, we will get 16 over 18 times 100%, which is equal to 88.89%. This is the percent composition of O in the compound.